Hello and welcome back to Recovery Program. Today we will talk about optimism and how it affects and influences one's life. The purpose of this section is to make you more aware, appreciate life and develop positive communications. The module aims at emphasizing the relevance of real life situations. The belief that you will never be able to succeed at certain challenges or that you cannot improve your situation has to be removed. Begin with being prepared for any adversity, since it is not the end of the world. Now that you know the importance of caring for self as well as others, this is the time to look at the brighter side of life. This moment calls for a never die spirit and optimism from your part, since you will be tested against real life situations. And mostly situation will not be really conducive. There could be a number of triggers: a rejection letter, back out from a friend, a noisy baby, or presumably anything on earth. Firstly, you have to recognize the adversity and its causes. A pessimist can react to anything good happening to him as a matter of luck or ponder over its permanence and keep sulking. However, in case of anything bad, they hold a grudge from the past and blame themselves. There is just one and only reason to be positive, and that is you. Remember, it is all about how you approach life. Remember the old phrase, look at the glass as half full rather than half empty. You could be going through a rough phase in your marital life. If you hold on to believe that the divorce is going to be a horrible experience, or you are a loser who can't even cope with little emotional challenges in your life, then you are bound to feel dejected. You have to start right here and mend the exact root of problem from the beginning so as to deal with the consequences in the best possible manner. What is optimism? Optimism stands for inclination to hope that we live in the best of all possible worlds. You are certainly expecting complete acceptance as well as appreciation for all your efforts. Despite being optimistic about your efforts, you have to embrace the reality that the situations in your life will not always be practically safe, easily enjoyable, and hassle-free, and evade the thought that you will not be able to bear the brunt. Having any such belief in case of adversity is going to create negative emotions of self-pity, frustration, anger, and depression. All it requires is feeling hopeful at the right moment about the right thing. It is time to contemplate and differentiate between thoughts and feelings. There will be times when you have these feelings that it is you who is responsible for everything wrong. Your mind is constantly wandering to find reasons and probable causes of adversity. At this stage, you have to struggle with your inner self and contemplate to arrive at a conclusion. Give it a thought and think over all the reasons and possibilities with an open and unbiased mind. Now, there is ample scope for you to arrive at both the polarities, negative or positive. This is how one must be able to differentiate between thoughts and feelings. Always consider and reinforce the thought that you are not responsible for everything wrong. There is no need to hang on to the symptoms. You have to see and accept that the reason of your emotional disturbance is partially dependent on the activating event or adversity. It is specifically caused by your irrational beliefs or self-defeating attitudes. The only way to feel better is by knowing about how you become disturbed. Letting go can be done by doing away with the need that is creating dependency. It could be your endeavor to quit smoking. So, firstly, you need to dispense the belief that smoking is a way to deal with any sort of stress. Also, look for any other habit or reason you may be giving yourself and finding relief in any other dependency, say unhealthy eating habits. Do not succumb to the idea that you will never indulge in it again. Just ensure that you let go of the notion that these are really necessary. Detachment is the key here. This way you can eliminate the destructive belief that is causing you pain. Positive communication with self and others. At this stage, you are already aware of the importance of communication and how it can do wonders for you. Ensure that this time you talk with yourself first. Self-talk is directly related to your confidence and self-esteem. It could be negative or positive. You just need to keep a close tab over what you are saying to yourself and then drive your thoughts in a positive direction. This will help you with a lot more clarity and bring in a sense of self-reliance. You will be able to make friends, feel good about yourself, and keep your feelings in control. Just strengthen your existing relationships, be it close family members or a dear friend with whom you can divulge your innate feelings. Remember, consequences are never in your hands, but your feelings are. There is need of transformation in attitude from a pessimist to a learned optimistic. Now that you have developed a belief system and arrived at some conclusions regarding the cause of difficulty, you need to keep a tab and record your reaction or the way you behave in that particular situation. This way you prepare yourself for future with greater acceptance that there can actually be certain things not in your control. Also ensure that your belief is based on rational thinking rather than specific to the adversity you stumble upon. This concludes our discussion on the importance of optimism in the journey to recovery. Hope you enjoyed this discussion. Looking forward to see you for our next session. Thanks for giving your time.